Hey everybody, a while back we posted a community question on why you don't own a Wii U. And today I'm actually going to ask why you purchased a PlayStation 4 if you purchased one. Sony's console has been ripping up the charts. They're actually gaining a significant lead over the Xbox One now. And I know Microsoft lowered the cost of the Xbox One, but still, it is what it is. No one can really argue. You can't claim to be a fanboy. Oh, and before I forget, Xbox One, Day 1 edition, okay? PlayStation 4, and the Wii U, okay? So, if anybody says that I'm a particular fanboy or something, that really doesn't make any sense because I just showed you I own all three platforms. And to be really honest with you, I'm having the most fun probably with this bad boy right here. So anyways, but no one can argue the fact that Sony has been really kicking ass with the PlayStation 4. If the trend continues with the reduced Xbox One price, the PlayStation 4 will have actually doubled the Xbox One's user base by the end of the year. Doubled it. Games are now selling significantly more on the PlayStation 4 in relation to the Xbox One. And if that does indeed continue, that trend continues, and Microsoft can't get ground, it's not an exaggeration to say that we could see some very big shakeups happen next year. Just because user base means everything. If you have a console that's sold 25 million units and the other one is sold 7, pretty obvious where exclusives and stuff like that could potentially go. Sony could basically say, like, to Rockstar, again, I'm not saying this is going to happen, I'm just saying that if the trend continues and things do slow down, because that's what's happening right now with the Xbox One. It had outsold the Xbox 360 in terms of, if you look at when they both launched, the Xbox One was more ahead than where the 360 was in its lifespan. However, it's starting to really slow down now, the Xbox One. And hopefully that's only because they lowered the price. But if it does continue, even with the Xbox One's lowered price, if that momentum slows down, then yes, I mean, in theory, you could potentially see the PlayStation 4 doubling, tripling, quadrupling the sales of its competitors. And in that case, in theory, we could go back to like the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 type of thing where there's just financially... I mean, they're so similar, I don't think it would ever happen, but in theory, you could say that the PlayStation 4 could potentially get a whole wide assortment of exclusives because they're like, well, I don't even want to bother porting it to another system. The user base is just so insignificant compared to this particular platform. Again, I don't think that's going to happen because the two systems are just too similar. It's so easy to port a game from one platform to the other that it costs like financially like nothing. And even if with the current... user base of the Xbox One, it would still be financially worthwhile for the company to do it, even if they sell only 500,000 units or something like that. But my question is, why the hell is everybody buying a PlayStation 4? What is it that makes you go, damn, baby? Because right now, to be really honest with you, there's not much on the platform. Right now, the exclusives on the Xbox One are, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, are better than the PlayStation 4. There's just not much on the PS4 right now. I know there's The Last of Us coming out, but for a guy like me who like just loved the PlayStation 3 version, I will probably check out the PS4 version. I might be a hypocrite and be like, I don't know why Sony's doing that, blah, blah, blah. I know why they're doing it. They're doing it because they're selling so many damn systems that the bulk of the people buying a PS4 didn't own a PS3. So that speaks volumes. Naturally, they want one of their biggest PS3 hits on the PS4. But why are you buying it? Is it because it was cheaper than the Xbox One? Is it because of all that nonsense that Microsoft did when they announced the Xbox One? Or is it because it's more powerful than the Xbox? You know, like, I really want to know why you bought the PlayStation 4 over the Wii U or the Xbox One. If you bought all the platforms, well, then you're like me and, well, giddy up. But if you couldn't buy all of them, if you financially just didn't have the money, or if you're not in a situation where you could get all three, whatever the case may be, why was it that you picked the PS4 over its competitors? I'm really curious to see what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be because of all that, kerfluffle that Microsoft did with the DRM and all the Kinect and all that jazz. But yeah, let me know. Leave a comment below. I'm really, really curious to see why the PlayStation 4 is just destroying the competition in sales right now. Whether or not that lasts remains to be seen. But as of the making of this video, which is June 2014, why are you buying a PS4? Why did you buy a PS4? Or why are you going to buy a PS4? So leave a comment below. Let's get another good conversation going, guys.